If she cheats, never ever take her back. The relationship is over. You deserve a woman who is loyal and would never disrespect you like that. So have the self-respect to walk away and never go back.
It's funny because it's true. Revenge is a dish best served cold. If someone hurts you, don't commit a crime or yell at your ex. Be smart and set a trap she won't notice. This person is smart.
Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you. This one is titled, When Your Ex Tells You to Move Out While She's on a Work Trip Because the Guy She Cheated on You With is moving in, you get very creative when moving out. I can't wait. I did this to an ex who asked me to move out while she was on a work trip and told me she was coming back with her new boyfriend. We were still together when she left. I got these little noisemakers, battery-powered ones the size of a quarter that emit sounds at just the right volume that you aren't sure if you really heard it. So quiet that two people could be sitting in an average-sized room, and while one can barely hear it, the other wouldn't hear a thing. They last ages and fit perfectly in light fixtures and in wall outlets. I got a box of 20 for them for like $100 on eBay and got so creative all over the house, her car. I even hid them in a boat her father got her. Rich family, and she grew up sailing. Well, that explains how she went on vacation and found herself a new toy that she's coming back with. Now, these little bastards make a noise at a completely random interval. Could be minutes, could be hours, could take the whole day off. They cycle noises like children laughing, a dying breath, as they call it, a whistle, scratching noises, some other ones I can't remember, but you get the idea. It was so unpredictable, it was near impossible for someone to just figure it out. Candy Thunder, I need these. I need these. Months go by. I get a new place, get my life back up. Now we had a few friends in common, and one of them I kept up with. They were kind of sour about how she ended things, but they had grown up together and kept up the friendship, loosely talking and catching up on occasion. I never really asked about her, but one day we got to talking, and he wanted to prank some friends on a camping trip, so I told him about the noisemakers. As I'm telling him about them, he slowly starts making this face like he's gradually losing his shit. He's got this huge grin on his face and asks me, "You put these in your ex's shit, didn't you?" And when I admit it, he starts laughing hysterically. Turns out her new boyfriend had only lasted a few months and had left telling her that he couldn't I'm sorry. It's too funny. I've never had a story so funny that I couldn't talk. This is Turns out her new boyfriend had only lasted a few months and had left telling her that he couldn't handle whatever was going on with them and their mental states. Turns out for a while they had both heard things, and sometimes only one of them would hear them, which gave the illusion that something really effed with them was going on in their heads at different times. They couldn't figure it out, and eventually he wanted out completely. And having run down all the crazy list of shit people who were hearing voices would think, ended it believing he had been infected with some brain worm the government was putting in vaccines or something like that. Oh my god. This is the greatest thing ever. Oh. He thought he got infected by a brain worm that the government put in vaccines. It was amazing. I hadn't expected to hear anything about it. I rode that train for weeks. When it went away, I got another hit of that high. She moved out, told her parents she didn't want the house and to give it to her brother or sell it. Wouldn't tell them why. I always tell people who ask about her that I hold no grudge, and don't tell them the part where I totally effed with her so bad that I overshot the got her backstage and hit the blissful state of satisfied with my work. My wife knows this story by heart because it's her favorite one to tell. You get the slow clap for that one, OP. Holy shit. Think Geek used to sell them. They're called Annoyatrons. Oh, that's what you need to look for. Annoyatrons. Think Geek used to sell them. Not sure if anyone else sells them, but just search for Annoyatrons. Oh my gosh. Annoyatrons. That is amazing.
The volume does not say goodbye. He sees that she already has an alternative and says, "I hope you want it because your love will not last long." So the story is the most interesting part. I can't stop laughing. In just a few words, he turned the house into a haunted house. It was revenge served cold. He stayed calm, didn't hurt her, and continued living as if nothing had happened. She couldn't enjoy hanging out with her new boyfriend. Can you imagine a house filled with strange noises? Of course, this affects your mental health, sleep, and wakefulness. It can drive a person crazy. He introduced annoying sounds like crickets, but now she hears little noises all day long. which throws her off balance mentally. This guy's a genius. He transformed her life into hell, where she had to sell the house or run away. The worst? Even the yacht makes a fuss and makes her feel lowered.
Riddle me this. I have not talked to my ex in years. We are high conflict. He is high conflict. We only communicate on a coordinated app. I still hear back from my kids that he brings me up, blames me for things that happen at his home. Huh? During one of the last domestic violence incidents at his home, where his current wife called law enforcement on him, I was not there. I was not involved. All of the children were there. All of them saw. I read the police report after. He brings me up while he is being interviewed by a police officer, diagnosing me with borderline personality disorder. We haven't talked. I was not there. In fact, I didn't even know about the incident until the kids called me, scared. Why am I in the police report? Anyone else?
Let's take a look at the conflict. You sound like a crazy ex-husband who traumatized his ex. That's the harsh reality. Good men who get involved with toxic women end up suffering to the point of being traumatized. Many men don't seek help from a therapist, but I recommend it. Sometimes you need help after you've found yourself in a mental mess. Women can be masters at manipulation. If you are manipulated for too long, the side effects will remain even after you have left the place.
I'm gonna give you one of the fucking biggest red flags you need to pick up on, please. I feel like people like, esto pasa desapercibido, you know? Like, esto like, people don't notice it. I don't know how to say that word in English, so my fucking bad. If she gets a call and the first thing this woman says, oh, I'm with Mike, I guess that's your name, or I'm with Jason, I'm with whatever the fuck your name is. The first thing she says is your name. Oh, I'm with my boyfriend. This woman is doing you so fucking dirty. This woman is being so fucking sneaky, and her friends in on it. Her friends in on it. Like I say, your partner's friends are never your fucking friends. So pick up on that shit. How does she answer the phone? She's like, oh, hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? Cool. She's like, oh, hey, what's up? Oh, I'm with, by the way. I'm with my boyfriend, by the way. Yeah, you're getting cheated on.
I have to tell you the truth. It would be a lie to say she doesn't know anything about him. Most toxic exes keep an eye on their exes even after years, especially if there are children involved. She probably learned it from them and could turn them against their father by telling them to report everything that happens at home. This is why many fathers have a hard time maintaining good relationships with their children. The mother has turned them against him. And the sad reality is that this behavior often continues. Once toxic, always toxic.
Whoever said that being an independent girl and like moving out of your parents' house and living on your own and like being so independent is fun, let me just warn you. I used to be the type of girl when I got my paycheck, I'd be like, oh my god, it's going towards my hair, it's going towards my makeup, it's going towards my clothes. Bitch, you know what I spend that shit on now? My rent, my phone bill, my car bill. The other day, my car broke down and I literally had no one to call. I have to think of food to cook myself every single night for dinner. When I get sick, I can't just cry to my mom and have her make me make soup. I have to freaking pick up the phone and call the doctor and make my own appointment. Do you know how scary it is to make your own doctor's appointment? Word of advice, live with your parents and freeload off them for as long as you can. Or get a man to pay for literally everything, because honey, this independent bad bitch shit, it's not as fun as it seems. Trust and believe.
Before finishing, I have some questions. What do you think of this person's rehabilitation, Ven? Was it cruel or worth it? What are your thoughts on modern women who refuse to take responsibility? And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.